Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Today I'm going to start a new journal using Crafty Cat's her Easter Bonnet digital kit, and I spent the majority of the morning, sorry, I'm just cleaning my hands. I spent the majority of the morning printing this. It was doing lines and crazy stuff, and I tried cleaning my printer heads. It didn't work, so I had to go in and do some deep cleaning thing they recommended on the website, and finally got it working. So it took a good part of the morning to do that, but what I'm going to do is I was going to do the gift bag journal, and I went to cut one of the gift bags to see how well it would work, and I would literally have to cut this down to like this much, and I was like, well, I don't like the size of that gift bag. I guess it just wasn't the one I seen. Obviously it was longer and shorter, so it actually folded just right for a normal size journal. So I'm going to have to continue looking for that, or get one that's like a mini to do a smaller little hand journal or something like that. So it's just been one of those days, I tell you. I'm going to make this a three signature journal. I've already got a signature that I made up. I made a bunch of signatures up last year, and I forgot that I had put them in this container, and so I'm going to use one of them as a center signature. It's already made up. It's already decorated, but I thought, okay, we can do this. We can do this. So I'm going to go ahead and use it in there, and then that way I can, I'll make two signatures with her kit. And like I said, I went ahead and printed it out, and I got some things pulled out. I'm going to just use it's a newer Reader's Digest book. It's like a 2005 one cover, but I thought I'd go ahead and use it. I'm going to cover it maybe with some fabric or something. And then remember the plate that I used to experiment with the, that I had done up to experiment with the crackle paint. So I'd like to use that. I thought that would be pretty on here with her digital. So I went ahead, like I said, went ahead and printed it out. She's got like 6 back pages, or like background pages like this. And then she has ones that have her ladies on there. So what I do was matched them up, and I printed them on the Hammermill 60. So they're a little bit thicker weight on there. So that's like the cover or the background page. And then this is the one that goes with it. So I did it with the 5 that matched. And so she's got ones with like Easter bunnies and stuff on there. Ladies with all their Easter dresses on. Pretty. And then she had one extra background page, and then she's got like 4 collage. So I found the one that kind of matched the background on it, and I can use it for collage or whatever, make some tags or something. And then the 3 remaining I printed on, I have some resume. It's like that 100% cotton off-white resume paper that I bought, because I loved when Melody had sent me some tea stain paper. She sent it on 100% cotton paper, but I couldn't find it in white. But I found it in like an off-white resume. It's like an ivory color or something. And so I printed those, and I thought that would make a nice texture on there to do some collaging on there. And then she has her cutout pages, you know, which I printed on cardstock. So she's got some tags and some pockets and some more beautiful little ladies and a bunny, some bunnies. So some butterflies and stuff, just for some cutouts there. So I thought what I would do in this one is, I got to tell you guys, today, like I said, it's been a crazy day, and I finally woke up kind of motivated to start this journal. And then, like I said, I had to clean my printers, and then when I got done with that, I sat down to start this video, and I got a phone call from my daughter, and her husband, who is deployed in Qatar right now, just got quarantined for COVID because he's showing signs and symptoms. So they've tested him. They quarantined him, they said, for a minimum of 7 days until his test comes back, and then it'll be longer if it's positive, or they'll release him if it's not. But he apparently is showing all the symptoms. So guys, pray, please. I'd appreciate some prayers if you're into that, or some positive thinking. So it's been stressful, so my motivation just went kind of kapooey again. But I said, you know what, I've been promising this another couple videos, so I got to do something here. And I'm hoping maybe this will help me get my mind off stuff. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do some fussy cutting, and just do some prep work for the journal. Since, I've still got sewing stuff all out, still making masks, but I'm running low on elastic, and the stores don't have a 1/4 inch anymore, so I have trying to figure out how I can use 1/2 inch without making it any thicker. So I'll figure it out, whatever. But I hope everybody else is doing good. Like I said, I woke up and was like, okay, we're going to get this started. We're going to get motivated here. And then, like I said, I kind of got thrown back with the printer, and I was like, all right, we got that. We're going to get going. And then the phone call. And of course, my daughter is extremely upset right now because she can't be, and I try to explain to her, even if he was here and, quarantined, it's probably better that he's there. So then at least I know he wouldn't want to give it to you. So, but I know she's upset because he's, they're like 14 hours or something like that ahead. So while she's awake, he's sleeping, and she's panicking because she can't get a hold of him. And it's crazy. I guess they said his where he works, his shop, are responsible. Anybody who's quarantined, they're making the shop responsible for making sure that they go pick up their food from the dining facility, and they have to take it in a covered something and take it to, I guess they've got a whole dorm area, a whole dorm set up for quarantine just for that. And so what they do is they take it in and they check it in with at the front door or something. They've got QC up there, and they check it in for that person, and then they check it, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be, covered and all that. So at least somebody's bringing him his meals, but he's not allowed to leave the facility at all. So, which is smart, because we don't want to get any more people sick. But there's a good chance that, because where he's at, the facility, they have, off-base contractors that come in, and they are, they do, a lot of their stuff, like, working at the BX and stuff, and the facilities on base. So, but now I guess none of them are allowed back on base because of the quarantine and their heightened alert and all that stuff. So I told her, I said, well, just keep praying. She's just concerned because he's one of those kind of guys that never gets sick. He hardly ever gets sick. So I don't know. I said, everybody's body is reacting different, so really all we can do right now is pray. So my stress level just went whoop, because I know she's stressed. And I'm trying not to be, you know, I'm trying to be the strong one, but I am very worried about that. So, and the more and more we look at this, I don't know if we're going to be able to make our trip to Scotland this year or not. We may have to cancel it, which is really going to stink because, according to the airlines that we booked our tickets through, they're giving e-credit, which is great, you know, but it is a family vacation, so everyone has to coordinate time off. I guess their e-credit is only going out 9 months. And so if you don't use it, you lose it. So if, I don't know. I don't know. So I thought, well, maybe this will help me vent a little and get some stuff off my mind and then get remotivated again, you know. You know, crafting always makes me feel better, so. But like I said, our little town here, our county, even though we have had some outbreaks of it, our mayor said, nope, we're going to make it mandatory, and we're going to do our part, just make it mandatory, just everybody stay in. You know, the only problem is the surrounding counties are not doing the same thing, so. But gotta do what we gotta do, right? So I'm just, like I said, I'm just fussy cutting the pieces out. I'm just chatting, so, you know, craft along, do whatever you guys are doing. It's nice to craft with you guys and chit-chat and talk, and I hope everybody else is doing good, and my prayers are still with those that need them, and, you know, going out to anyone who is, you know, working and still considered essential and all that. So my prayers go out to, you know, you know, I think, you know, we've got to give a big thank you to a lot of people that, you know, you just really, and I'm guilty of it too, you know, we don't always think about how essential they really are, like your trash man. You know, these people are picking up your trash and they don't know who's got it and who doesn't, and you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're risking every day, and food service and deliveries, and definitely the frontliners who are, you know, working at the hospitals and all that, and the grocery store. I mean, when you consider, you know, that, they're like frontline too, you know, because they're dealing with it every day. Of course, they're saying our stuff is starting to slowly stock back up, and it's not getting as crazy, which is good. So I don't know how crazy it is in your guys' area. I'd love to know. You know, like I said, I still have some toilet paper, so if you need it, because my daughter said to me, she goes, because we did have to make another trip to Walmart because we got low on. I did find eggs, yay, and I ran out of milk, so I had to get milk because I can't drink ordinary milk, and of course my milk comes, I can't get it in a gallon size. It has to be, it's all in a half gallon because I'm lactose intolerant, and I mean, I'm extremely, it's bad. And so, and then we had to try and see if we could find some allergy medicine. So my son and I got our little masks on, and we went into Walmart, and they were stocking toilet paper, and the guy said he still could only get one because he looked at me, because I guess because I looked at him or something, and he goes, still only limit of one. And I said, oh, I'm still good. I still have like a 6-pack at home. And my daughter says to me, why'd you turn it down? We can't even get any here. You could have sent it to me. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But I said, well, hopefully, I said, things will get better in the next week or so. I said, if not, I'll get you a couple of rolls and send them to you if need be. You know, it is crazy. Oh, there goes my printer finally shutting off on me. It's happy. It got cleaned. It got deep cleaned. I'd like to know where all that ink went though, because when I deep cleaned it, I had to go online and it gives you instructions on how to deep clean it, and they say make sure that your ink is filled 3/4 of the way. Now I understand why. I filled it all the way to the top, and it literally took like a quarter of ink, and I'm like, where'd all that ink go? I think what it is the nozzles like house so much ink in them, and then sometimes if you don't use the printer as often, it kind of they kind of get blocked up, so the sensors on it don't tell them how much ink is in there. So what's happening is that when I'm printing and it's printing lines, because it has lack of ink, so what the deep cleaner does is it cleans it out, and then I think it's filling the reserve again, the nozzle reserve in there, because when I did that and then I did the nozzle check again, I didn't have any problem. Actually, my color came out really nice. So, bunnies. I love these ladies, Amy. These are really pretty, by the way. I'm pretty sure I said, but this is Crafty Cat's Easter Bonnet digital. And I know Easter is just right around the corner. I don't celebrate Easter the same way as most people do. I have a week of unleavened bread, and then I celebrate Passover. So, and I start mine on the 8th, so no unleavened bread for a week. So a lot of tortillas and crackers. Nothing that has leavening in it. So, and then my uncle called me today, and he was like, hey, so I heard that you're the person in the family that keeps like a lot of the ancestral records, which I do. I have quite a bit, and from time to time I go on there and I research to try and extend it when I can, because sometimes you get to a stopping point and records don't become available, and then you wait a little while and then they kind of open up again, And he was looking for his grandfather, who's my great-grandfather, obviously, his middle name. And I was like, it's your middle name. He's like, oh. So, it's cool, the things that you learn. Like I have one set of one of my great grandmother, her family came from St. Louis. Then they moved to Boonville, which is not very far from here actually, and they were tanners, like leather, like leather tanners. And in there, and then they had a really successful business for a while, and then I don't know if something happened but then they ended up moving back to St. Louis, and then that is how my grandparents met, my great-grandparents met. So that's kind of cool. And then of course it's difficult to sometimes research like on my mom's side, because it's all Scottish, and well, some of it's Scottish, and then because there's a lot of Hamiltons in Scotland, and a lot of them are named David and Alec, and so it's like, okay, which one is mine? So yeah, you got to dig through a lot of records and make sure you know, like baptismals and that kind of stuff to make sure that the parents are the right parents and the right birth dates. And even then you gotta double check too. So but it's fun. It can be very time consuming though. I mean, you can spend hours researching records and newspaper clippings and just all kinds of stuff. I found like my great grandfather's father. He came from Germany. And I found his boarding where he, you know, the manifest for where he was boarded, where he came over and stuff like that. And but the funny thing is it shows that's the only thing I've been able to find. So I'm assuming it came from Germany, but the more I keep digging, it looks like it may have been from, he may have come from Prussia, not from Germany. But he boarded from Germany, I guess. So I don't know. It's interesting stuff. And then I have his wife, her father is from Bulgaria, or Bohemia. And so he's on the census. It showed that he did not speak English. He spoke Bohemian, which is almost a dead language if it hasn't already, but which I kind of thought was kind of neat. All right, we'll come back and snip out that little corner there in a minute. I'm trying to get those little corners sometimes. I am not fast at this. And like I said, I just figured I'd come on here and maybe it would, getting into it would start getting me motivated and get my creative juices flowing again. But yeah, I was thinking be a nice little fabric or lacy cover or something like that, you know, on there. Ooh, that little piece is curling up. I don't know. It's probably like, you guys are probably like, this is boring, Denise. I know, I'm sorry. Like I said, those bags, I can't believe my son. Oh, they were gift bags? What do you mean they were? I used them for lunch bags. Goodness, if I didn't love you. It's so funny, some of the stuff that you see, though, on social media. You know, I seen somebody posted something, and you remember the old movie Gremlins? And, you know, there's like a part in there where they're in the kitchen, and you see the little gremlin, and he's got the chef's hat on, and he's got a bowl, a mixing bowl, and he's mixing something up, and it says 15, this is what my kids, you know, my kids after 15 days of quarantine, and they're like all over the kitchen and just being crazy. So I'm like, yeah, I'm glad mine are grown. Although sometimes you wonder. Ooh. All right. Two ladies done. Let's see. Let's cut something else. It's not so, because I may do some of those off camera. We'll do some straight ones, like some tags. I like the colors in here. I don't know if I said that already. And she does. I think she makes her own tags, and then She does her own collage and stuff, and then she scans them, which I think is cool. It's cool. Yeah, but I was talking to my cousins in Scotland and on Facebook, and he said, it's a little crazy, but my one cousin, she's an optometrist, and I guess she owns an optometry, and so because they're closed, obviously, because she's also medically trained, she's been volunteering to try and help out as much as she can, where they can put her and stuff in the hospitals and the clinics and stuff as much as she can. So, and she's like, we're hoping that everything settles down so you guys can still come. I'm like, me too, because I don't want to lose all that money on those plane tickets, trust me. I told my daughter, I said, this calms down enough here, but we still can't do international travel. I might be spending all that e-credit flying first class to come see you or something, because I sure don't want to lose it. That's a lot of money. But all I can do is pray. It is what it is, right? I mean, kind of gotta do it. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna try and have my little hole puncher there. I don't know if she's used this. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. I think she used about 1.5 inches. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. She used 1.5 inch circle, so that's what she used to cut out her notches. There we go. Pocket's done. Oh, where are we at? Oh, 20 minutes. 20 minutes? You mean we got to deal with another 40 minutes of this? No, I won't put you guys through that much torture, I promise. Oh, but it's so funny though that you watch how people come together like as a family, and they make like crazy videos and stuff like that because they're quarantined and inside, and it's funny how that works. That's a little wonky. I think looks almost like a lemon. I cut it wrong. Yeah, and then I got to start on my sister. I want to do this journal, and then I got to start on one for my sister. So I promised her one that's a cat, and she wants a traveler's notebook. So, and with all the craziness, I was going to build my own digital for it, but I decided against it. So I went online through Etsy and found some cute ones. So I'll just use those in there, and then make her little traveler's notebook for her birthday, because she's been bugging me for one. So oh, it's crazy. But I did manage to do a couple of those little quizzes on, Facebook, where they talk about, like, I did one for the Beatles songs, and I got 100%. Yay. I guess I know a lot of the Beatles songs. Doesn't surprise me, because my mother was a huge Beatles fan, so normally when you got in the car, that's what you got to listen to. Put the Beatles on. So, and then I did another one for Gosh, I can't remember what it was. It was just some random other stuff. I got like 8 out of 10. I didn't do too bad. But it's amazing, you know, how we entertain ourselves when we get bored. I can only watch so much TV. I think I've caught up on all the Ancient Aliens. I think there's like 13 series. I watched them all. You know, I mean, I didn't watch, like, I just had them kind of playing while I was like cooking dinner or whatever, but. And then I started watching that one. It's on Hulu. I think it's called Little Fires. It's got Reese Witherspoon and I can't remember her name. She's a really great actress, beautiful lady. I can't remember her name. It's right there on the tip of my tongue too. She played in Scandal. And that one's kind of crazy. Because it's like a lot of craziness in there. And I can like literally be the devil's advocate on both ends. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can see both aspects of it. So it's kind of like, whoa, this is crazy, you know? They're both good and they're both bad, and it's like, wow. But I guess that's human nature, you know? It's all about the choices we make in life and things that are thrown at us and how we approach those things. Because, you know, it's hard to say because, you know, what you would do, what I would do may be different, and it's all based on our, you know, previous experiences and our circumstances. And so, you know, I don't know. I think I'm going to get this lady cut out, and then I'm going to let you guys go because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me fussy cut a bunch of ladies out. But I can sit here and get some stuff fussy cutted out. And tomorrow I'm pulling the drawing for the giveaway, 500 subby. So thanks you guys for all of your support. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I really do. Although I haven't made any videos, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging. But I will be doing that. If you haven't had a chance to go, you know, leave a comment there. That's how you enter. I'll leave that link up there on the little eye. You know, the little card up there. And then you can go back and go watch the video and leave a comment and be entered to win, because I'll be doing that at some point tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. And then hopefully I'll have all these little pieces cut out and ready to go for that. So I don't know. We'll see, guys. So starting a new journal. Yeehaw. But guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully see you guys. We'll pick up some more and I'll get the rest of this fussy cutted and start working on building a couple signatures for this, and we'll get moving on it. Be safe, guys. Keep creating. And I will talk to y'all later. Plenty of hugs, loves, and blessings. Bye, guys. I kiss my fingers, but, you know, social distancing, I don't want to do any of that. So, love y'all. Bye.